Hello, I'm Frank Buckholz. I'm the North Langley Director for the Greater Langley Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is videotaping candidates for Langley City and Langley Township so that you, the viewers, can learn more about them as you make your decision to vote. The municipal election is October 20th. With me is Johnathan Houweling. Johnathan is running for a seat on Langley Township Council. Welcome, Johnathan.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for council this time.
Yes. My name is Johnathan Houweling, as you heard. I was born in the Township of Langley. I've lived here all 30 years of my life. I grew up on a farm, a greenhouse farm, where we grew flowers and vegetables in Aldergrove. I've lived in several communities throughout the township, but I'm running for many reasons. Maybe I'll share one or two with you now. I'm running for a small business, really. I think that small business is the engine of our economy, and it has been for many years. If we can stand behind and support small business, we can increase our economy. Therefore, we can also increase our standard of living, and we can all enjoy better things in our lives. I'm not just running to support and stand behind and encourage small business. I'm also running for families in Langley. I'm a father of a 5-year-old boy and also a 5-day-old little girl.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Thank you. And so I understand from the perspective of a parent, of a family, some of these issues in the township. And I want to lend those and offer those to the people and residents of the Township of Langley.
Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. Congratulations on your daughter's birth.
Yeah,
You've got some exciting times ahead as your children grow up, as any of us who are parents can attest to. You talked about business, and that's certainly one of the things that we are asking candidates. As you know, the Chamber is an organization very supportive of business. What can the township do to encourage and help the business community to grow and thrive?
Yeah, I think there are many things, and I think a lot of them they're doing already. However, I think we can be better, of course. There's always room for some improvement. I think constant consultation to make sure that the red tape is dealt with, that we're encouraging businesses as much as possible. Nobody knows the hindrances to business more than a business person. And so I think just the wise person, the wise counselor would go then to boards like yourself and to business people that you are supporting and with, and find out firsthand what is preventing you from being as competitive and productive as possible.
Okay. Yeah, and we appreciate that two-way consultation. And the Chamber certainly has enjoyed good relationships with our local councillors, so we appreciate that you wanted that to continue and thrive. Housing and affordable housing. You mentioned your family. You've got a younger family, and there's lots of people in your generation who are living in this community who are in that situation. And for many of them, housing has become a real challenge because of affordability, inability to come up with a down payment or to requalify for a mortgage under stress tests or to find a place to rent. What can the township do to ensure that there's a good supply of housing, and especially housing that people can afford? And that includes rental as well as buying.
Yeah, I think that the township should be careful with how much realistically they can do. I mean, we can encourage a lot of things. I think that housing should be at least a little bit difficult to get into. I think that's good to have a barrier. I think our situation has got out of control for sure. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I wish I could afford a nice quarter acre or so with a big backyard. That'd be wonderful. But from the township standpoint, I think rather than bringing housing prices down, I would want to encourage people's income to come up. That's where I would focus a little bit more on that side. I would want them to be more economical. I would want them to have better jobs, better paying jobs, and so they could afford that. I think that's a more realistic approach to this very complex machine, is raise income, encourage more income rather than bringing down houses by oversupply or whatever you have. So.
Okay. And then the other question we'd like to ask you is about transportation and transit. We have a lot of transportation challenges in the township. It is not a rural community like it once was, where tractors can chug down the road and nobody's worried about it. We have many busy streets in many parts of the township, including through prime farm areas. What can we do to improve transportation, and what can the new council do, and what should its priorities be? And include transit in that as well.
that's a complex question. Let me just focus on one maybe smaller area. I think that there's, when it comes to road infrastructure particularly, it's not such an attractive item. It costs a lot of money, and it doesn't necessarily get you votes. I think you'd get more votes if you were to open up a new arts center or a new beautiful pool facility and things like that. And so I think we have to just bear down and do what we need to do, and that's build our infrastructure. It's lacking behind. I'm talking particularly about road infrastructure now. We got to do it. I'm glad that it's becoming an election issue. It's very prevalent, I find, on the web, and I'm glad that almost every candidate has addressed this to some degree. I'm a full supporter of infrastructure. Infrastructure helps even our economy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Vehicles move faster, trucks move faster, everything moves faster. So it's going to cost some money. Thankfully, we have some low interest rates, and I think we should capitalize on those low interest rates a little.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we wish you all the best in your campaign, and don't forget to vote on October 20th.
Thank you.